Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Kite here, and today we're going to be streaming some top survivor rank with myself. It's just me here, but we're going to be playing some Knight rank. Knight is the newest survivor, and we're going to keep playing him until we are the best Knight in the server. Maybe we'll get a first badge, maybe not. We'll see. A lot of people play multiple rank sessions, so we'll see if I can maybe get top one. I'm also not playing every single evening, so we'll see though. Why was my face so close? Relax, Kite. Don't gotta be up close and personal with the viewer, unless you guys want that. Alright. Anyway, we're gonna be playing some rank, and we're gonna be playing in Knight. Knight is probably the new best survivor in the game that you can play right now, so no reason not to play him. We've gotta become the best Knight, gotta become good at him. Okay, never mind, someone else wants to play him. Alright, let's see how good this person is with Knight. It's always entertaining, because if I don't play Knight, then that means either he was banned or someone else is playing Knight. So either way, we're going to see someone else play Knight most times. Yeah, it's going to be exciting. So I wonder how he'll do. He's running Flywheel. And so for now I'm trying to think what is better on Knight, Flywheel, or Broken Nose. Sometimes I do feel Flywheel is strangely better on Knight, because anyone with broken windows that you counter, you can already counter with their abilities. But if it's like a lizard or something, well, I guess a lizard you can actually kind of counter with his smash view predictability. So I have yet to try that though. But back when I was facing lizard, I didn't think about that, and I was thinking, oh man, this Flywheel would be pretty good here, so I can Flywheel the smash. But then I didn't realize until now that I could just try to cancel the smash. I think it counts as an ability. I still haven't tested it. I know, I said that last year. Caballero, yes, we're gonna play Caballero. Good Caballero. But anyway, doesn't really roll off the same way. Anyway, we're gonna be playing Magician. Someone else is playing Knight. But yeah, I've been thinking about it. It could be that Knight might be better with Flywheel, because let's say you go against something like Geisha. You know, Geisha already kind of gets hard countered by your ability. Something like Naiad already gets hard countered by your ability, you know? So Broken Nose is like, you can run it on basically anything, you know? I'm just running Broken Nose on him because of stuff like Opera Singer and something like that. But if you face something like Blood Queen and she mirrors on you from far, it would be nice to have the Flywheel, admittedly. Because then, well, we're for sure getting found here, but I guess we could try to waste his time a little bit by trying to make him find me. It will be pretty easy to find me, though. I have nowhere to hide. But anyway, we're gonna see here. Maybe someone else can help me with my cipher. Maybe we can pop it before the camera roll ends. I don't think so. It's already too late. You gotta come like the moment the camera rolled picture gets taken. And it's photographer. It's gonna be all about a luck game. If he finds me, then good for him. If he doesn't find me, then we're gonna be looking much better. And we'll see here. I'm gonna just do reverse psychology. I'm not gonna run anywhere. He'll find me here. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to die here. Right over there, I'm thinking, next to that corner. We could also die over there, but I think that's a little bit too predictable. Problem is that it's near the cipher over there, so maybe it's not a good idea to die close to there. Anyway. He also spawned here, so this might also... Wow, that really sucks. Is he also going to chair me now? Okay, he's not. Okay, but that is really unfortunate. Wow. So this photographer right here, this is what I think is the correct way to play photographer right here. You hit everyone once, because if you hit everyone twice, then what ends up happening is we can heal that damage, and the way you lose as photographer is people are able to rescue. And then when someone is able to rescue, if anyone is able to rescue, it's just an automatic rebound. That's just how it goes against photographer. So the strategy with photographer is to just prevent them from healing. And that is the correct, I'm going to say the objective correct way. People have told me, oh, it's like maybe you should reconsider. Like, I had Alex talk with me. Okay, well, Feral Lady just gave a free hit without even taking a blink, which is not supposed to happen. This guy has slow power breaking, and she died to that then. Okay, so I do have to do this rescue. And it's probably not going to be that easy of a rebound, because it's Feral Lady that we're rescuing. Like, what is Feral Lady going to do? Feral Lady's not going to do anything off her chair. I'm almost thinking about letting her die. I don't really feel like it's worth rescuing this. How is she gonna escape? I'm gonna rescue her and she's going to immediately die. I'm just gonna take damage for free. There's no way she's gonna live. What is she gonna do? She's gonna flywheel? I guess if she has flywheel, no, she wouldn't even live. The window is not close enough. Nor is there any pallet close enough. I guess she could like flywheel into Tram if she gets lucky and Tram is there. But with Tide Turner, she's still not gonna make it. You can't go on Tram with Tide Turner, so she just immediately got farmed. Thankfully, the first officer didn't get hit. That might actually be a bad thing that the first officer didn't get hit right there, because we still can't heal him. At least if he could go down, then we could heal him to full health. That way we'd have a rescuer. Right now it's just kind of me. And so right now everyone is dead to blink. That Feral Lady, I don't think she got a blink out. At least I didn't hear a blink. So we're kind of in trouble right here. Taking an early hit like that without a trait means that it's very easy for us to die now. Not for me since I'm full health, but our knight, our first officer... I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's a photographer. It's slow pallet breaking. She must have died at like the full presence or something. She didn't play around it. Anyway. I hope they don't go for another rescue. I don't recommend it. I don't know if this knight knows this. This knight is the third knight, but we'll see if he knows that the shield doesn't actually protect you from photographer's attack. If he does the math, then you can actually figure out you will die to a photographer's swing, even if you have the knight shield on you. So it looks like he knows that because he's not going for it. Even if he went for that, how would he make the rescue? He would probably die before then. So good call on him. Thankfully, he didn't go. I'm always a little bit scared with our rescuer. Plus, because with rescuer, you have to have good game sense. You have to know when is the right time to rescue and when not to rescue. It has nothing to do with your character at that point. Alright, we need to do another cipher machine. I don't care what cipher we do, but we need to be on a cipher literally right now. So we're not going to rescue before half because we're only going to be able to do one rescue this game. So we're just going to let the... Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know if we're still going to be able to do it. My cipher is ahead here, so I'm just going to keep decoding mine. No reason to walk over to his. He's also the slower decoder anyway. He's going to take a picture here. I guess he could go into camera world and maybe teleport on me if he had his trade up, which he doesn't. He already used his blink. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Feral Lady didn't get the blink out. Knight has to take the hit. We're in a load of trouble now, especially basement. I mean, at least if it wasn't basement, I think we'd have a good shot here. But now with basement, even if they make this rescue, how the hell are they going to escape? I guess it is Knight, and Photographer doesn't really have any abilities to use, so you could just always keep predicting attack. Not bad, not bad. Okay, I don't know if he makes it, though. 5 seconds. 5 second tide turn. He does make it barely, but... He went too early. The cipher's not primed yet. He needed to wait a little bit longer. 92%. Wow. Okay, so now is a good time to use the range ability for the rescue if Knight has that. He was a little bit late. And my rescue was... My pop was also not fast enough. So right here, you guys will see they will die with the shield on them. Knight is also going to die here because of the chair. Unfortunately, we're not going to get to see. But First Officer would die if he got hit with the shield right there. I wish I could, like, show it. Obviously, I don't want to do it if I'm the knight, but if someone else does it, I'd be like, oh, this is a great opportunity to, like, show how it wouldn't matter in the situation. Not that he's going for it, but it's just easier to rescue from a range so that he can then try to escape the basement, which did not happen. But yeah, we just didn't have a good start. Like, someone goes down for free, basically. It is what it is. We should have gotten a tie. Even without like basement, I feel like we could have gotten a tie. You guys saw they actually made that rescue, so it's a shame. All right, let's see. It says someone here finished their match right here. Who was it? All right, there they go. Chat disconnected? It says I'm disconnecting from chat. Still here? Stream still alive? Yeah, it looks good. Hopefully I'm still here. Alright. Also, welcome everyone. Welcome Bree, Sticker, Gus, Mikoto is here, Beans, Trashbag Ripper. Hello, Psyche Chat. Hope all you guys are doing well. Welcome, Ripper. Welcome, thank you. I'm doing good. Janai is here. Be the medieval knight of all knights, Psyche. I'm trying to. These people are stealing my knight. No one's going knight this game, though. We're definitely gonna go. Uh-oh, I hope I'm not lagging. There's a loading symbol when I click ready. That's never a good sign. It went away, though. Can excitement cancel knight's ability? Yes, it can. It can. Stream is dead. Wishing y'all a good night. Sally gotta go. Have fun and see you soon. Bye, Psyche. Take care of Trash Bag Ripper. Have a good rest of your day. But yeah, the excitement can't cancel the knight's ability. if you try to predict ability, it's so weird. It's so weird how this mechanic works. When you predict Hunter ability and the Hunter clicks their excitement ability, excitement is still up. Like, it blocks it, but they can still use it after you block it. Like, during the 6 seconds of no items allowed, no abilities allowed, I should say. They're still allowed to use excitement, which is kind of odd, because excitement does not protect itself. Excitement is a trait that protects you as Hunter, but it itself is still an ability. So I wonder why the devs decided, oh yeah, if it gets blocked, if your abilities get blocked, then you can still use excitement while it's blocked. But here, what's odd is that when the first time you press excitement, it won't work the first time you press it. You gotta like spam it, because the first time it'll get blocked, but then it still lets you use it. It's not like it gets blocked and it has a lock symbol on it. It prevents it, but you can still use it afterwards. So it's is she going after me or is she going after the knight? The knight. I'm the knight. Alright, this knight might be lagging. She looks like she's going like a little bit slower than usual. A little bit out of a harpoon. I don't know who she's going after right now. It's not me. It's not the prospector. It looked like she was going after me there for a second, but not anymore. So she blocked off the cipher. Maybe I should have gone to force at this point so that I could save the decode time. I don't know. Seeing that prospector's here, I probably should have done that, but let's say prospector wasn't here, then I should just go back and take back my 13%. Since it's still progress, but you know, maybe I should have gone force just to save the time right there. It was a little bit of a time waste to just sit there and wait. Everyone's always lurking, yeah, for real. All these lurkers out here. Alright, composer. Ooh. Alright, Blink has been up for a while now, so if he takes a water hit right here, he will die to Blink right after. We'll see, though. I mean, he forced a harpoon out of her, which that slows her down a lot, because that means now she's not able to just travel fast to him, return the harpoon next to him, and then blink him. So that is at least going to slow her down. And the way she's not using her trait even right now, like she opted to use her harpoon instead of the blink, makes me feel like that this person very, very potentially has excitement right now. Which is so odd because there's only a knight and a prospector on the team. But, I mean, come on, guys. Is it just me or wouldn't she use excitement by now? I feel like she would use excitement by now. Dang it, she went out of range. So I couldn't even block her attack. But, I mean, he lived anyway, so it's fine. Crazy that he lived right there, by the way. I guess he used his ability. Alright. Really good kite from the composer so far. And again, no trait. Still no trait. A little bit unfortunate that he kind of died there with no water on him. Since it means he probably died to like a basic hit. But it's okay. I still will rescue here. And we have a pretty good ability here. We have a pretty good ability for Naya. We don't get the full broken windows boost because we didn't have a heartbeat, unfortunately. But she's going to attack me right away. She's going to attack me right away. This is a little bit early of a rescue, which I don't really like, but... I wonder if that shield was a waste, because he's anyway going to reach the POW. He's anyway going to reach the window. I almost feel like that was a waste. Like, where is he going to go with that? He can't reach hospital with that. He just has to stay at the POW right and the window right next to him, which means I didn't even need the shield. So that was actually probably a mistake. I should have saved it, which... You know, to be fair, when else am I going to rescue this game? I'm probably not going to rescue a second time, but I still should save it, you know? Only a numbskull survivor would run into the hunter at that point, like, right into their arms. Come on. There's a POW right next to him. They won't do that. At least, with how well the composer's been playing, he won't do that. So I'm definitely going to take the Prospector Cipher here. Aeroplanus is the one behind, so Prospector's probably going to rescue second anyway. Also, this allows Prospector to harass now. He doesn't have to worry about his Cipher anymore. So now it gives him time to, like, oh, if he wants to, he can go harass, prevent a chair from happening. That way, if he gets chaired late game, well, then he'll still be alive. So then the hunter is forced to choose. Do you want to camp, or do you want to... do you want to go after the gates? You got to choose. Looks like we're not even going to need that harassment, though. I'm going to vault the PAL here so we get to save the pallet boost since I've already used it. I don't want to use my window boost because the window boost... You know, you never know. We might get teleported on right here, and we might need that window boost. So I'm just going to keep it up. And that way we still also have our pallet boost as well because it was on a cooldown. Made it to a stream. Hi, Sagi. What's up, Rose? I thought you were supposed to be ranking. You're still here? You're here watching the stream? Thank you so much, man. You got, like, the streaming, like, video player decoding a cipher right now? Performing a flawless rescue against Bombon as you're watching a Psyche stream? That's the way you do it. Alright, let's see. If she's gonna force me out, you know what's funny is that we can actually prevent her. She actually has excitement. That's why I stood by the gate. We should still escape. There we go. That's why I stood by the gate. But if let's say I blocked ability right there. If I blocked ability right there, she would still be able to use excitement. What's odd about it is that the first time they use excitement, it will work. Your ability block will work. It'll block the rest of. Oh my god, the VM value. It'll block all their abilities except excitement, which defeats the purpose of blocking any ability, because excitement will unlock all the abilities anyway. At the moment they use it. Alright. Yeah, and even the Titan rescue. Which in that case probably means I should have gone to do the airplane as cipher and not the prospectors, since he was going to be second rescue. But you know, I think it's good to save the Titan if you don't need to use it as well. So, I mean, what advantage is prospector going to have over airplanes? If they both stand by chair right away to force an early rescue, then as long as the Cyrus Prime, it doesn't matter who's doing the rescue. We just want anyone to rescue. Anyone without Titan so we can save it. That was a really good kite though. He did really well. Again, kind of an odd Naiad right there. It's weird that she went on the outside of hospital, even though she also threw her harpoon on the outside. So then she's not covering anything inside of hospital. Which just allows the composer to take a free kite right next to birdcage. He could also use the other stairs though, not like he was forced to go on one stairs. Let's definitely give him a compliment. Nice kite. Gotta be a supportive teammate. You can't be always being like, you should have done this better. You should have done that better. Sometimes you gotta be like, you did a nice kite, man. That's you! You goofus. Rest in peace, man. I was wondering why the prosecutor was running freely, too. What do you mean? Oh, you mean after I took his cipher? He was running around? I don't know. Hold up. Game disconnected. Got it connected back. We have flywheel, brook windows. As long as we don't have any Sui builds, I'm fine with that. Well, they're just stealing all the compliments. I don't even know these people. Yeah, the night wanted to be different. Odd spawn here? Is this like a new meta spawn? What is the logic behind these spawns? If the hunter spawned at the top right, then the person bottom left will guarantee out their cipher block. Unless they get lucky and like 2 ciphers spawn behind restaurant. Which would suck for the hunter then. The shape, yeah. The shape. We're making the shape. That's the strategy here. There's no strategy behind the spawn just that besides to make the shape. Come on, guys. We all knew that. Alright. I mean, we got 2 ciphers here. We got one over here and one over there. It says hermit. Okay. Well, he didn't block that cipher. I want to do the unconnected cipher machine because it's way faster to decode. Let's look at my heartbeat. The heartbeat is getting weaker, which means he's now walking through the house. So this is how you can kind of figure out where the hunter's walking. If you're not sure which side of like the buildings over here hunter's walking on, just look at your heartbeat. If your heartbeat is getting weaker as you're running forward, then that means you're running away from the hunter. If you notice your heartbeat is getting stronger, then that means you're running towards him inside the house. Like right there, if my heartbeat was going to get stronger, that means the hunter will be inside the house, or like somewhere over here. There we go. By the way, right here, undecoded cipher machine. We're decoding normal speed right now, which is perfect. This is what you want against Hermit. This is how you do really well against Hermit. This is basically the equivalent of if it's a photographer and you guys finish the first cipher before the first photo world ends. Like, that's value. Because now that cipher will not lose progress. You cannot undo a done cipher machine. So, also this way, as a rescuer, we're not going to be taking any more damage than this. Than the 0.3 that we had at the start. So this way we can still do the rescue. 0.3 plus 0.9. I would not have switched there if I was the cowboy, because the fire investigator will still die to a blink here. If he didn't switch, then he would die to a blink. With the switch, still dies to a blink, which means cowboy would just take damage for free at this point. We'll see though. So right now he dies to a blink right now, which means cowboy shared for nothing. So if he has blink right here, then that would suck. Hopefully he has something silly like a teleport or excitement. And he puts blue on him. Okay. I can't switch to blue though. Right now, I would love for someone to switch to blue so he could live here. Like the acrobat should switch to blue, but he might not be on a connected cipher. He is on a connected cipher. Okay, there we go. There we go. Is he like listening to the stream? That seems so odd. 5 seconds after I say it, he switches. Well, anyway, Acrobat is going to have 0.9 damage here. Cowboy's going to have also 0.9. Guys, we finished that cipher, and look at that. We're 20% ahead of our teammates, which is that's the power of going to the unconnected cipher machine. Let's think about what cipher we want to do next. We could do restaurant. We could also do this one. They both should have about the same amount of decode here. How do I know that they have decode? Because they're connected to the decoder cipher machines. So I'm making sure that I'm not wasting my time going to a cipher across the map that's like really disconnected from those ciphers. You can tell which ciphers to go do next because it's connected to the people who are decoding. So that cipher right there that the Cowboys finished, it's connected to restaurant. Well, the Hermit changed polarities, but before it was connected to restaurant. It still is connected to restaurant, which means all the progress that Cowboy decoded, it is not lost. It's not lost. It didn't just disappear. It's on another cipher, and all he has to do is just do that cipher. This is why Hermit is not really practical at the highest level, because survivors who just keep track of ciphers and are like, okay, well, this cipher had progress on it. I'm going to switch right here, just so our fire investigator doesn't die, I guess. I would like to keep him alive, to keep decoding the cipher machines. We're kind of doing extra cipher machines, which, I mean, I wouldn't recommend. But I guess it's alright because he chaired on the fire investigator cipher, so now he can do mine. So it doesn't even matter. We're going to walk from this direction. I mean, he knows where we are. So there's not really much to do here. The only thing to do here is that, I'll tell you what we're going to do here. If he stuns me from far, which he's not even really doing that. I don't even need to use the ability, but why not? We may as well. And, that's okay. The moment after I finished doing that rescue, I realized something. I'm like, wait, I'm playing Knight. I should have used the range attack, the range rescue, so we could live here. That was my mistake. But it's okay, because he went after me, and it doesn't even matter. If he goes after me, then we're still going to win this game. So it's perfectly fine. I guess it's okay in this situation to save the Knight ability. If he doesn't have detention. I should have used it just so I can live here, though. So, that was a mistake on my end. Just didn't think about that at all. I have to use teleport, which means Cowboy will die here. Almost for sure. And this is not a great situation, honestly. Again, I'm going to save my Knight ability. Definitely going to save it in this situation. Yeah. Imagine if he was trying to blink me. Imagine if his plan was to blink me through that wall. And then we blocked it with the ability block. That would be hilarious. That would be so sad for him if that was the case. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make it. We got to get someone on the cipher first. That cipher's okay. I actually need a red charge right now. Oh, the cipher's almost done, though. Nice. I mean, that's a free rescue. Nice. Good value. Let's see here. If he puts a red charge on Cowboy, then Cowboy should live here. That cipher is not done. Oh, no. He shot me first. Oh, that is so annoying. I should have just... Well, if I block the ability, if I block the attack, then he can just use double ability. That is so unfortunate. It's all because he has full presence, so he just has so many of those abilities. That cipher is not primed. But yeah. It showed... The reason he's not decoding is because it shows that this cipher is about to be primed, but it's actually not. It gives you that warning when the cipher's at like 95% already. It does it way too early. He doesn't have to last with me. Acrobat, I don't think is dead here. Who's dead on chair? Dude, people have been on chair so many times this game. Is he dead? No, he's not. And I still have my ability, so we'll see. He's going after me. He's going after both of us. I live here, though. Yeah, we'll block the ability, because now he can't use anything to reach us. Well, I'll use it. Why not? Anyway, he's gonna have detention. Ooh, we did not dodge it. We're gonna die here. Unless someone else gets red. Oh my god, he missed! Someone else took red, so I lived. He actually missed, but I still took the hit there, barely. Oh, teleport. Okay. So now I gotta be careful here. I gotta switch to blue here, if necessary. By the way, that long range ability was a waste. That one actually was a waste, but I don't want to let him get closer for me to rescue. So the shield doesn't do anything, but rescuing from a range does do something. So that way we're not giving him an opportunity to blink us. Although I guess we already predicted the ability, so he anyway couldn't blink. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have just saved it. And yeah, we're actually not going to make it. We're going to lose this game. He's just going to hit me with a charge right here. There's nothing I can do. Yeah, look at all those charges. There's nothing we can do. That really sucks. Unfortunate. We should get the gate open though. I mean, oh my goodness. Everyone was coming to my gate thinking that it would be open, but he's going to beat the gate. I mean, they just didn't realize that. They should have been working on that gate the whole time. Now they're working on it too late. They're not gonna make it. We're actually gonna lose this game because their positioning was bad. Both of them ran towards my gate, even though there's no way I'm gonna finish it. I pinged it. It's at 30%. We should have split our resources there. We can't be putting all our eggs in one basket. It's really unfortunate. Yeah, so if either the fire investigator or the acrobat was just heading towards the gate, then we probably would have opened it in time. But like, we don't stand a chance now. It's too late. I think he dies here. Oh, he actually survives. Fire investigator, I mean, he survives. Did you guys see that flywheel? That was fun. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. I don't know why he didn't just go inside of hospital. Not hospital, but hotel. Because over here in this area, it's a lot easier to stun the survivor. If he went upstairs, then it would be a lot harder as a hermit player to get any hit there. What would be your biggest night tip since you've been playing him a bit? What would be my biggest night tip? For me to give you my best night tip, I would have to see the way people play Knight badly. So for now, I don't have any like good night tip that I've seen like from experience. Because if I give you a night tip, it has to be backed up by like experience, right? If I tell you that flywheel is bad because of some random thing here, some random fact, really good. That was really good from the hermit right there. If you shoot at the ceiling, it actually makes the polarity fall on the ground, so that way you still stun the survivor, even though you're not directly hitting them. But anyway. Yeah, that could have been like the difference between a tie and a win right there. Not a tie. That was the difference between a tie and a loss. We just needed to have our survivor. We need to have one survivor at the other gate, so that no matter which gate he goes to, we're always having someone working on both gates at the same time. But like when everyone is running to my gate, and if he stops that gate, we're screwed. So just bad positioning right there late game. It's my job to do the gate, so as the person closest to the gate, it is my job to force Thunder to come after me, right? And then it is someone else's job. I have to trust that someone else, one of those two people, know that it's their job to also force Hunter on their side of the map, so that no matter who they go after, whoever the hunter goes after, we're always going to have someone working on the gates. So, right there, we didn't have that. We had like a solid 40, 50 seconds where no one was working on any gate because they had, at the first 30 seconds, they were running to my gate, and then I died, and then they spent the other 30 seconds running back to the other gate, which was a huge waste of time, and it cost us big time. So, what's my biggest tip with Knight? It probably has to do with using his ability, if I'm being honest. What is the biggest tip with Knight? I mean, I could give you some basic ones, like if you are out in the open, that's not something you should be doing with Knight. You should not be out in the open and predicting basic attacks, because now you're hoping for a 50-50. You're hoping that the hunter goes for attacks and not for abilities. Or if you predict ability out in the open, then now you're hoping that the hunter doesn't attack, because otherwise then that's not what you predicted. What you need to do with Knight is that you need to force them to do one or the other, so that when you predict, it's very easy. It's very easy to know what they're gonna do. So if you drop a pallet in front of what's his name? In front of Geisha. Geisha can only do one thing. She can only either break it. Well, she can do two things. She can break it, which means you don't have to do anything. Or she could dash over it, which if she dashes over it, you have to be ready to block her attack. But here's the thing. You don't have to worry about the ability because she has to use it. So you can let the ability happen, and then you predict ability twice. Now, if she wants, she can throw 2 butterflies so that she can get it out. But if you're next to a paladin, all it did was waste both her butterflies, and now she doesn't have anything to dash with. So it's like something you need to think about. Like, always have a backup plan for, okay, if you're planning for the hunter to use their ability and then basic hit, then you need to be like, okay, do they have any other abilities after they use their first one to get me? So like in the case of Gisha, she could dash on you, but just be careful because then she could still use more butterflies, and those count as using an ability. So that the baits for the knight attack prediction will get used. They will get used up and you'll get no value out of it. Now, that doesn't mean that they have to be valueless. Doesn't mean that you have to stun them with the prediction. Probably, you know what, this is probably my biggest tip with Knight. Now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm explaining, my biggest tip with Knight is that don't feel like you need to predict the hunter perfectly every time for your ability to be good. No. Just because you didn't predict the hunter correctly does not mean that you were playing Knight bad. The whole point of playing Knight is that when you use your ability, you're just trying to prevent them from hitting you. Alright, that's the whole idea. It doesn't matter how. Ability, basic hit, or maybe they're just not doing anything, alright? You can predict that too with your second prediction. It's not about being correct. It's about forcing them to do uncomfortable plays that causes them to not hit you. So let's say you're against Violinist. You're up against Violinist. It's very easy against Violinist because you just let him throw his first note and then you predict ability. Because then when he drops the second note, he's not going to be able to use it. So what is he forced to do? He's forced to only basic hit. But if you're next to a pallet, that is useless. He's forced to do an uncomfortable play of just having to break the pallet because there's nothing he can do. So that's an easier example, but a hard example would be like something like a Gisha, for example, from earlier. You put her in an uncomfortable spot where after she dashes on you, you're using 2 ability predictions. And let's say you know it there. You know that you predicted double attacks. And Gisha doesn't know that. But she's assuming that, and so she throws 2 butterflies. Let's say she throws 2 butterflies, and that causes your prediction to be wasted, right? If you reached a pallet, then that's a win for you, because she just used her butterflies, and she didn't even get a hit out of it, because you just walked to a different pallet. And you could be like, oh, but Psyche, that means that she could dash on you, right? No, because she's still on her cooldown from her first dash. So that's the whole idea, is that the whole point of Knight is that when you play Knight, you don't have to be correct. You just have to make it so that the hunter doesn't hit you. So if you predict double attack and they use both their butterflies and still don't hit you because you reached another pallet before they could hit you, because they had to waste animation time throwing butterflies on the ground, then that's a win. You did your job. That was the whole point, was to just not get hit. So that's perfect. Alright, beautiful, beautiful rescue. It's so easy. It is so stupidly easy against some hunters. You know what? If I'm being honest, I actually made a mistake right there. I actually made a mistake. So this is something I'm not used to because I'm so used to playing Rescuer one way. I didn't even realize that I didn't even need to use my ability there. She could have hit me and I don't even care because I can rescue outside the cat range without getting stunned. So there's no way she can stop the rescue. Like she can jump to it, right? But I'm already done with the rescue by the time she jumps. It's over. She can't hit either of us. Because we're both protected by the shield. It is sort of, guys, I can still rescue again. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. Say goodbye to your ability, by the way. Say goodbye to your cross. And that right there is another weird interaction. When you cancel ability, cats on you don't work. It makes no sense. It makes 0 sense. That's not how acrobat bombs work, as far as I know. But that's the way it works with Knight. I don't know, but it's hilarious to look at. The first time that happened to me, I thought a glitch was happening. I was like, wait a second, I'm literally inside the cat. And then it triggered after a few seconds. I'm like, what? What? And now that I'm looking at it, now I'm like, wait a second, it's the ability cancel that's working. Why does that work? I don't know. But that works, and that is something you can do. Goodbye. I wonder if I should have predicted ability right there. Just to waste her time even more, but it doesn't really matter. So the cat does not reach. Gonna go through warp, and yeah. Our fire investigator played that really smart, really patiently. He knows he doesn't have to rush it, Because if the hunter chooses to camp, then mechanic is just going to get the other gate. So that was really good game sense from the fire investigator right there. I'm assuming he escaped. He was right there. So that was really good. That was a really good game. Really good showcase of Knight's abilities. Just absolute destruction on the rescue against Anne. So if you think Anne is a very hard rescue character, very hard rescue hunter, this is your hunter. This is your survivor for you. I mean, literally, the cats have a huge zone for the 8-meter distance rescue to not work, for you to still be inside the cat. And I didn't even realize it until after I started doing the rescue. I'm like, wait a second. I didn't even need to use my ability. I actually purposely could have taken a hit, ran towards the chair. And with any other rescuer, if you did that, the Anne would probably be running Berserker. They'd probably be able to jump after your chair. They'd probably stun you. They'd hit you again. You fail the rescue. All right, because you're not going to have time to finish the rescue before she jumps again. But with Knight, we can rescue from a distance. We don't even have to have the cat attached to us, which is good value. It means that now when the Anne jumps on the mechanic or whoever we rescue, I don't even know who we rescued. We rescued someone. It means that whoever we rescue, they'll get the cat on them now, but they anyway would have gotten the cat on them because there's 2 cats. So one goes on the rescue and one goes on the survivor. So it literally doesn't matter. Like anyway, in any other situation, they would always get farmed anyway. So, but here's the thing: with the Knight Shield, they can't get farmed. So it's really good stuff. I just use the ability, the attack prevention, because that's what I'm used to. I'm used to using my ability to prevent the hit, so that way I can safely reach the chair to get a cat on me before the hit happens. That's how you counter Anne. You need to get the cat on you before the hit happens, because that way the second cat that gets on you is only like half a second stun, which who cares about that? That's meaningless. You can easily do the rescue with half a second stun. But with like the 3-second stun that the cat does, the first one does, you're not gonna. So that's why you need to grab it first. But with Knight, we don't even need to grab it. We can literally let the cross happen. We're just gonna rescue outside the range. So, really good stuff. Didn't even think about that. Do be careful though, because the further the cats travel, the bigger their circle gets. So just be careful about that. And I'm not talking about when they're walking towards the cross. I'm talking about when... Oh no, what's the word? When they're split and they're running away from each other. I think if either of the... If the cats hit the side of the map, they stop growing in size. I don't really know. I haven't really tested it. But the cat's circle radius does grow in size the more they travel. Horizontally after you split them. So just be careful about it. Really? It's the same for acro. You don't get stunned. I didn't know that. That's so interesting. I had no idea. Alright. Do Breeze time about Cub Scouts? The only thing I watched from Cub Scouts is his 60-second videos, which were really good, to be fair, but I haven't watched them since then. Always streams when I work hard to support. I'm sorry. It just happened like that. Oh, nice. This opera singer is using the accessory. Now, I love it when opera singers use the accessory because it becomes very obvious how close they are to you. If you see that the blue is starting to appear around you, that means they're about 15 meters away from you. If you see it's like very blue, that means they're right next to you. So you can actually use the accessory to tell if they're like leaving you or getting closer. You guys see how it's like the blue's appearing more the closer she gets? So if you're getting chased and you're not sure how far away she is, how much time you have, you can actually, like, because let's say she's behind walls, right? Someone stunned her and she's like behind some walls and you're not sure how much time you have. You can literally look at the ground and tell by the color of it changing how close she is from you. So now it turned blue. A little bit blue, not very blue. And now it's super blue, so we're gonna go for the rescue here. We gotta hurry up, please don't attack me. No, we gotta go now. That sucks. Did you get the blink up? Nice. She thinks she could beat me to it. I already know the timing. It's too late. I'm already on my way to become the best knight in NAU. Perfect timing right there. Waited just long enough. Because that's the thing with knight. Because you protect yourself, you can, after you get hit, it is actually advantageous to wait a little bit as long as it takes for them to walk up to you. You should be doing that. Because that's wasting time. The hunter is forced to walk after a chair to force you to rescue. Because you know that you can't get double hit anyway. So I'm abusing that as a knight. You know what? Someone asked for my biggest knight tip. This is a second really big knight tip. Every other rescuer, why do you rescue as soon as you reach the chair? Why do you do that? So I'm gonna answer you. Professor Psyche, asking you, why do you rescue immediately? Right? It might seem like brainless, like why wouldn't you, right? But I'll tell you why. Because you don't want to get double hit, remember? If you get double hit, you can't decode. That means your team is missing a whole survivor decoding, plus the person is chasing is also not decoding. So you don't want to get double hit. That's why you rescue right away, so that you can run away right away. But with Knight, you're protected. You protect yourself, not just the survivor you rescue. Which means, if the hunter hits you and you're still running to the chair, after you're at the chair, you can even walk a little bit further away because you can rescue from an 8-meter distance, which is what I did. Because I'm anyway going to use my ability. And then I can force the hunter to come after me before I rescue, so that way we're wasting even more time. Because even if they hit me, it doesn't do anything. I still live. Now, I will say, it does mean that if I have a shield up, I still die. That does mean that if I ever use my stalemate ability, I will still die. Because now I'm at a quarter injury. But usually, as long as I've been playing Knight, which has not been very long, I haven't had that matter yet. But it is a consideration that maybe you want to keep like the quarter health. Maybe you care about it that much that you want to not take the hit like I did right there. But I thought it was okay because I don't think I'm going to be taking a shield hit this game. Like if I get a shield, well, I guess now if I get a shield, the opera can still hit me. But most times when you get a shield, you're not going to be able to get hit. Because of the fact that you got a speed boost. So by the time the hunter catches up to you, you will probably just live anyway. So I got to be careful here. Oh, I think we're dead actually. Can I live here? How do I live? Get her to go around. Nice. Bait her to teleport. She's not falling for it. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think we can make it. No, we don't make it. I thought we would make it. Oh, that sucks. I mean, if we use the ability, what would be different? Because I always try to think, if I don't use my ability, then what could I have changed if I used it? If I used my ability, I could probably run the tent. I could probably run to 10, but I can't guarantee I live there very long. I guess it would still be better than dying on the cipher. Although if I died at 10, she could just as easily still chair me here. Did she just abnormal that? What was that sound? Yeah, so now we're kind of in an awkward position. I really, if I'm being honest, I think I should have used my... Oh, this sucks. Yes, she used it. Because with Opera Singer, she can keep repeatedly using her ability, so it's always a gamble, guessing with Opera Singer. Oh no, the key palette is broken. Okay. She left anyway. We had a lot of distance, so I don't want to really stand in place, because that would also be a waste of distance. It's better to keep running to these two palettes here, which are probably just as good once that middle palette is broken over there. That area over there, right next to two-story right here, might actually be better than that area once the middle palette is gone. So, I'm okay with it. Let's just run to, you see, that's why I was doing the cipher. Because of that right there. So, second nature, whenever, at this point, it's like second nature. You know, I don't even talk about it. I don't even acknowledge it. I don't even run to a gate when someone else is priming cipher. Why? Because 9 times out of 10, Hunter has a backup plan. They're going to teleport, they're going to do something, right? So, I just want to already have someone already preparing another cipher machine in case that happens so that we're countering all the Hunter's options. Because Wildling can live, but do we have another cipher being worked on is the question. Now, if the Hunter chooses to leave the Wildling, which they don't, but if they did and they went after Puppeteer, well, I'm also still doing a cipher machine. So no matter what, we're covering all our bases, which is going to be the key here. And yeah, this is going to be a bad situation. There is a way. I guess there is a way to do this, actually. I wonder. Let's see if she does nothing. I wonder if she's gonna do nothing. Oh, she didn't expect me rescuing. Nice. She's not used to it. Okay, but it does mean that we don't have an ability anymore. She's gonna go around here. Oh, she's not. Well, she's gonna predict I'm gonna go around. There we go. I know I took a big gamble there, but I don't really have another choice. Alright, now we can play this game. I love playing this game. I don't know if we'll be fine here. See, Puppeteer will open his gate in time. I just don't know about the Wildling. I mean, Wildling can survive 1 hit with his pig. But if he finds dungeon, then I'd rather that. I know she is almost about to have teleport. I'm pretty sure she already has it up. She's just going to check that gate first. Then she's probably going to go back to chair. Now she's going to teleport, I'm guessing. Alright, and Wildling does have his pig, so let's hope he does survive here. Puppeteer does survive that hit, which is really cool. He's just got to be careful here. I don't know if he can make it. Yeah, he didn't make it. He needed to go for dungeon. Damn. Either he goes for dungeon, either he goes for dungeon in that situation, or he needs to let the hunter leave the gate. There's really only 2 options there. You cannot outrun an opera singer. You're a Wildling. Wildling has like a 10% movement speed, 5% movement speed debuff naturally, something like that. So we should have won that game. Not won. We should have tied that game, but a little bit of a mistake from the Wildling, a little bit of a miscalculation. And I was almost about to die, so he really could have just gone for dungeon. Oh well. I feel like I, for the most part, played that well as I could have, and that's the way I'm always thinking with new survivors. That's what I love about I-95 is that, because when I'm learning survivors, to me it matters a lot less the outcome. It just matters to me, did I play well? So as long as I play well, I'm happy with myself. It's a bummer that we lost when we really shouldn't have lost, but I think I played that as well as I could have. Definitely that opera singer was not expecting. You see, I feel like, again, a little bit of a mistake was made there by the 3rd Knight helmet. I predicted that the hunter doesn't do anything, which was correct. But the point is not to be correct. The point is to be safe. The safe option was to predict attack, because then if the hunter attacks, then I still make the rescue. But if she attacks me when I predict nothing, then I would die. So I should have predicted attack. That was the correct play. So that was a mistake on my end. Although it did work out, I should have predicted attack, because that is the only thing she can do. The reason I didn't, though, is because I'm also thinking about the shield. The shield actually prevents you from getting hit, from dying to a basic hit. So let's say she doesn't do anything, and she waits for you to rescue. A really good hunter with really good reflexes will see when you're about to rescue, and they'll hit you before you finish the rescue. Another fun fact about Knight. When you rescue, any predictions you made on the hunter disappear. So as a hunter player, the way you counter predictions in Knight trying to rescue is as soon as he rescues, you attack him, because his predictions disappear. All his predictions, his attack predictions disappear. So let's say that the hunter thinks I predicted attack in that situation. Then as the moment I rescue, I will always die. But if I predict they do nothing, and they continuously do nothing, then I get a shield, and now she can't kill me. She could still terror shock me, I guess, but I would survive then. And there's nothing she can do about it because I predicted correctly. So that's what I was thinking of, but I didn't even do that play. I actually ended up rescuing anyway, which canceled out the prediction. So that was a mistake on mine. Either I needed to stick with my prediction and not do anything so that I can just guarantee get the shield off. Okay, he put a tree, so the tree disappeared. Nice. That's why the trees disappear, by the way, because he put another tree and he hit the limit, so it just destroys the newest tree. So that's the way it works. It used to be that the map only had 5 trees, but then when they buffed it to 6 tree, it now means that when he places any tree, it just destroys one of them at the start of the match. It's kind of redundant. It's kind of redundant that they made Axway have a 6th tree now, because when you place a 7th tree, the first one anyway disappears, because you can only have 6 on the map. And this guy is somehow already dead in... How much was that? 30 seconds? Took him like 20 seconds to get found, I guess, and then the chase lasted 30 seconds. I don't even know, man. I wonder if this rescue is even worth it. Unfortunately, we kind of have to. Otherwise, he's going to infinitely harass the cipher. Can we get a free rescue here? Free rescue and I'll be happy. Free rescue. I took no damage and Acrobat can rebound now. That is exactly what we want. And I don't think we should rescue anymore this game. Watch this guy die immediately after the shield. Watch. He like miscounted it. No. He lives. So this is value, right? This is value right now. If he lasts longer than 20 seconds, then this is better than Tide Turner. Then we have this is ability better than Tide Turner. Because if I have Tide Turner and I did that ability, well, I guess he anyway wouldn't hit me because he had shield. But like, let's say he has Tide Turner. Tide Turner doesn't make you rebound. Tide Turner just makes you have more time and you just die later. So the shield is better than Tide Turner for rebounding, but the Tide Turner is safer to get guaranteed 20 seconds. So like, cause like with the shield, if it runs out and the person miscalculated and then they die right after the shield ends, then you guys actually got less than Tide Turner. But I find that with good survivors, people who like just take the 8 seconds, just straight up run to like straight up God corner. As soon as the acrobat gets off the chair, he runs straight to God corner, he uses a ball, he reaches the pallet, now he cannot die. He will last longer than 20 seconds, which would not have been possible with Tide Turner because he would have immediately died if he had Tide Turner. Like, if it was Mercenary rescuing him, well, first of all, Mercenary would have taken a hit, because Mercenary can't rescue from a distance. And then second of all, Acrobat would immediately get hit, because he'll have Tide Turner, but he'll still die right afterwards. But with Knight, I saved a hit on me. Acrobat rebounded off of that. He lasted longer than 20 seconds, because he had an ability where the Hunter physically cannot attack him until the shield disappears, which is good stuff, good value. Okay, that's not going to give a soul on me, because he put the tree too late. But he makes a new tree anyway. I'm actually going to predict the ability. Why? Because we have 2 trees right here. No, no, no! Predict! He was out of range. So I couldn't predict. So why did I predict ability in that situation? Because there were 2 souls right behind me. How did I know there were 2 souls right behind me? Because I played Exploit. That should not hit. Wow, that is so dumb. But it's okay. I think we should still be fine here. He does have the ability, unfortunately, but we should still be fine. Again, same idea. I hope we don't die. Again, I'm pretty sure we make it. Honestly, if he didn't charge attack, we would have died again. I'm gonna be honest. We would have died. Okay, screw that. I'm not dropping that anymore. Block that. Do nothing. Oh, shoot. He actually might reach me. Nice! He didn't. We got the speed boost. We're safe. For now. Not for long, though. I'm just gonna use it. I don't know. I don't know how much the cipher is. They're not pinging. Or maybe they ping, but I just didn't see. Is it primed and I just wasted my ability? I don't know. It is primed. They're just not pinging it, which is really annoying. You can hit me now. There's no... Oh, wow. Look at this soul. Yeah, we have nothing here. Yeah, you got the blink out. Yeah, Cypher was primed, but they didn't ping more than once after a while. That was still a really good kite. That was a really good kite. It didn't really amount to anything. But, you know, he had blink anyway. Like, no matter what, we're not going to be able to do anything. So, we could have saved the ability. We could have done a cool blink prediction, I guess. It's kind of confusing with the blink. Because some hunters swing before they blink. Other hunters first blink and then they swing. So, it really matters with Knight. With Knight, it really matters. Because if you predict the attack first... And they're one of the hunters who just blinks first before attacking, then you're predicted wrong, right? It does nothing. But if you're a hunter who likes to attack and then blink while attacking, kind of like White Wuching. Like White Wuching, imagine White Wuching. First thing you do is attack and then you press the blink button because how long your attack takes, you don't want to give the survivor reaction time by blinking first. You want to start the attack and then right as your attack is about to happen, then you blink so you hit them at the exact same time. So that's kind of like a problem with Knight with trying to predict blinks is that if I predict a blink, I have to what am I trying to say? I have to choose one or the other. Some hunters like to attack right before blinking. Other hunters will first blink and then attack, which really matters. Is Puppeteer good? No. Don't play Puppeteer in rank. The reason you see Puppeteer so much is two reasons. Two reasons you see him so much in tournaments. Number one, in tournaments, the first 3 characters you play will be banned, perma-banned. So as a survivor, your strategy is to pick survivors who are very easy to throw away. Puppeteer is a throwaway character. Why? Because he's not good against most hunters. However, he's very good against Shadow and Opera Singer. And what are the 2 best hunters in this game at the first 2 rounds? Shadow and Opera Singer. So, which makes him perfect to use round 1 and round 2. So, that's why people use Puppeteer in tournaments. It's not because he counters most hunters. He really doesn't. The reason he's so good is because in specifically tournaments, there's already a hunter who he does really well against, which everyone is going to play. Like, if you want to compete in the meta, you have to play Shadow as a hunter. Which means, as a survivor, you need to have someone who plays Puppeteer because of how strong he is against Shadow, and nothing else. He's okay against Opera Singer, but he's not the best. To be fair, nothing is the best against Opera Singer, but out of all the options you can pick, he's pretty good. Are you joining the Persuade tournament? Yes, I am. But now with my regular team. I'm joining it with a different team. Bree, are you advertising Consume? Have we been getting the same Hermit player, the same Korean Hermit player these past few games? Or do you mean every time we get a Hermit at all in a stream, it's always the Korean guy? Orphe is good against Opera Singer? Not really. It's very easy to bait Orphe to just drop a Paladin. After that, after you drop the pallet, you just go around, you leave a shadow at the other side, and you just make the journalist screwed. What character should I give first for solo rank, Psyche? That's a good question. I would probably recommend a harassing character, or a character who can help other people kite. Basically, that is very important. So one of the biggest problems with solo rank in general is people are going to go down a lot. People are not going to know how to kite, and so if you harass, you could extend their kite quite a bit when they go down. Now here's the problem with playing harasser, and why I'm not sure if it's that much better. A very good survivor, after you save them, will know what to do to rebound. They'll know exactly, given the area they're in, they'll know the options. But a survivor who dies in any area you give them, like if you rescue them in hospital and they still go run out in the open, not knowing what to do, then harassing didn't do much. You got off that cipher, you spent all the time getting off that cipher to help them, and they just die anyway. So is harassing really the way to go? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say this instead. I feel like if you're going to want to try to win your games, you already have the character unlocked. His name is Lawyer. So if you want a character who is gonna be a character to force you to get chased, and you can improve at the game, you should be playing Lawyer. So Lawyer doesn't have a lot of abilities to use. In fact, he doesn't have any. He just has his map, and he has his buffs. But what I like about Lawyer as a starting character is that, first of all, you're going to get chased a lot. Why? Because you are a decoder, right? He's also free, so everyone starts with a Lawyer already. And the third thing is that because you are kiting all the time, the game is in your control. If you 3-cyber kite, you almost always win. As long as your teammates know how to do 1 or 2 good rescues. That's it. That's all it takes. You did the hard part of doing the kite. Like right now, my job as a rescuer, it's very easy. If I'm comparing to kiting is a lot more difficult than rescue. I always find it so strange that people fail rescues and don't want to play rescue because they fail so much. When really I find that kiting is a lot harder because there's a lot more on the demand decisions you need to make. Look at that. I can rescue before she can swing again because of how slow she shoots out her web. That is so sad. So the moment she shoots her web at me, there's nothing she can do. I know I can take advantage of her animation time. Unfortunately, Fire Investigator, I don't know what he just did, but he just died right after the shield ended. I don't know what happened to him. Dungeon is at Graveyard. Keep that in mind. Keep that holding in your mind. So I would recommend a decoder and a good decoder. So Lawyer is the second best, I would say, decoder, and he's free. But if you want to play what I think is an even better decoder, you play Composer. Why? Because Composer has controlled speed boost, which I think is a lot better than Lawyer, who has like general kind of, generally moving slightly faster than an average survivor. So I think Lawyer is better for the starter survivor than Composer, because Composer, you have to know what you're doing. You have to have a plan. You have to be like, all right, I know there's a really good area here, but I need to make it. So if you are a starter survivor, you probably will not be thinking like that. You won't know to do that, and you'll die anyway with the ability in your hand not knowing what to do with it. But with Lawyer, since you're anyway learning the areas, you're anyway learning what is a good area, what is not a good area, it teaches you about the weaknesses of each area without having an ability to rely on, so that when you play any other survivor, you already know about those weaknesses. By the way, that priestess, why did that priestess die right there? Because that spider just did the full presence spider trick on her. She made it so that she's one hit away from spider web. She shoots her web. She immediately gets her next web off of cooldown. She shoots it again. Because it refreshes thanks to the full presence ability, refreshing it, making it off of cooldown, upgrading it, and then she basic it. So basically 2 webs, spits, and an attack. So you can do that if you're 1 web shot away from full presence, which is a little cool trick you can do with Spider, and that priestess felt the pain of really hard. So yeah, I'd definitely recommend Lawyer has your best character to play in low tier. Why? Because you're a decoder, so if you don't get chased, you genuinely make the game easier to win. If you do get chased, then the game is in your control, and as a decoder, the hunter is encouraged to chase you. So you are always getting chased, which means the hunter is in your favor. Well, not in your favor, because you are playing a harder to kite character. But it means that you're learning to kite, which is like the third thing. Because you're always having to kite, you are learning how to get better at the game much faster than the average survivor who is just playing rescuer, who's not really getting the opportunity to kite as much because, you know, hunter's not chasing them. Their hunter's not going to have to chase them. Now, it is very important to know how to kite as a rescuer, because then you can abuse that and just kite to dungeon, kite to gates, and save your games, make them ties, make them wins, because you escaped and knowing you knew how to use your abilities to get it. So it's very important as a rescuer still, but as a kiter or a decoder especially, you're going to get a lot of experience kiting, and you'll learn about all the hunter strengths, all the hunter weaknesses. Every single time you'll die, you'll be like, "Why I died?" And you're going to be like, "Man, if I had an ability, I could have avoided that." And it's kind of humbling, because when you play decoder and you have your ability taken away, you're suddenly like, "Man, I really wish I had my ability here," because I would use it to save myself right here, and that's something that when you have your ability, you're not really thinking about, because you're like, "Oh, let me just use it here and here and here." But when you have no option, and you realize the full potential that your kite can go, you're like, man, so I don't need to use an ability here, but I really needed it here. So that's why I think you should be playing lawyer in your matches. Again, good experience. You know, for kiting, it also means you'll get better at kiting faster than another person. And there's a bonus with lawyer as well that I can't say about any other survivor, which is that if you are learning about the game and where the hunter is, maybe you're like really bad at looking back, then lawyer's the character for you, because you can literally see where the hunter is going. So if you're a survivor who's having trouble figuring out where the hunter is going, where they can go, then you're doing really good. You're doing really good already. She actually hit me there, but it doesn't matter. Nice. I wonder if we can heal the dancer. That would be funny. She might go around here, so I'm waiting. Is she going around? I can't tell. Spider has a really hard time dealing with windows. That's her biggest weakness. So we're going to try to abuse that as much as possible. She's literally the game's worst window vaulter. Almost as bad as Mad Eyes. And yeah, I don't know what she's trying to do right now. I think she's trying to bait me. We're going to silently vault so she doesn't know I vaulted. She'll be confused. She'll be like, wait, what? Wait, what? Where's my vault notification? Yeah, you see? You see? Where's my vault notification? She's literally looking around like, where's my vault notification? She's probably going to prediction spit if I had to guess. I'm going to take this window boost and leave. Oh, she shot anyway. She might go around here. She is going around here. She might web here. I'm pretty sure we can make it. Oh, that was a really bad warp. Oh, don't die! Oh, thank you, building! The building's on a height, so it got blocked. Look at the power of Windows. I love the power of Windows. Do not underestimate Windows! Oh, look at how good they are. Hello. Oh, the dungeon is here? Oh, that sucks. Sucks for you. Guess we're standing here. She's probably waiting for a blink. You know what I could do? I could just go around the building. And now I have lots of distance to see where she's going. Look at all this distance now I have. Yep. She doesn't know where I am, but I know where she is. See, that's why I love going in the back here. It might seem dumb because there's nothing to kite with back here, but it means the hunter doesn't know where you're going. And this guy is just taking it like a baby. Beautiful. Oh, I hear her on the left, I think. Oh, she left. She just doesn't know where I am. She just thinks I left? Dude, that's how well I'm hiding my tracks right now. I'm not even trying. This is just second nature at this point. Like, just hide your tracks when the hunter doesn't know where you are. I mean, I'm pretty sure she knows where I am. She's just checking on the dancer, I feel like. Guys, can we get dungeon? I feel like we can still get dungeon. We have 2 helmets. The helmets are not going to be that good, though. Alright guys, here's the plan. We're going to, it might seem counterintuitive, but she's expecting me to block attack here. So I'm going to block ability instead, and then the only thing she can do is attack. So that's what I'm going to do. And hopefully she takes it. Just pray. Eat it? Oh yeah, she ate it! She tried to put web to cancel the attack, but I predicted ability. And then when you predict ability, they don't have ability to predict your attack anymore. They have to attack after that. Look at that. Beautiful. Ooh, value. The reverse psychology. All for a dungeon escape. Such a waste of time. Guys, I got +0 out of that. Value. Maybe I got +1. Oh, I got +4! Let's go! +4 for a loss. Let's go! Thank you, devs, for making it so that if you did a good kite, you still get plus points. I appreciate it. I don't even know if we won any games today. Did we win any games today? I feel like I'm winning. I feel like I'm winning. I don't think our teammate is feeling like they're winning. But I feel like I'm winning. Whew, that was clean. Oh, that one makes me so happy. That spider is fuming right now. She's probably not fuming, but let's imagine she is. Hopefully we're banning Shadow and Go Man. Oh, we ban Opera Singer. That's okay. Not a big deal. Beautiful. Psyche, how to counter Go Man? You have to type. You have to have the pallets you are dealt with inside the cages are going to be the only pallets you will have. The best way to counter Go Man at that point is you need to conserve those pallets because you're not going to be going anywhere with a cage surrounding you. So you have to circle the pallets. And maybe you can bait him to swing a couple times without getting hit. That's the goal. And then once the timer starts ticking down, then you can start dropping them because then you're going to be able to leave after a few seconds have passed. Because at that point, once you start using them and he breaks them with fast power breaking, the cage will go down. It's just tough though because you cannot transition anywhere, and also Go Man doesn't have to trap you with pallets. He could just put the pallet outside with the cage, inside of a cage, and you are not inside of it, so you cannot use the pallet. And then he just puts a second cage with you and him in it, and then he hits you for full damage. And that's what makes Go Man so strong, is that as you're transitioning to a pallet, it's not just that he makes you stuck with pallets. He could literally put a fence in front of you, prevent you from going towards the pallet, and you're like, oh, he can only do quarter damage to me though, right? Because he just wasted his fence away from us, right? No, because the second fence is for 14 energy. It's super cheap. Or is it 17? I think it's 17 now, after the nerf. It is super cheap. You can just do one fence, and the second fence is so cheap. So I would recommend playing Go Man and kind of like understanding how you want to play Go Man. But Go Man is a really tough hunter to counter. If you've heard in China, they're using him all the time, and as deserved. He's an extremely broken hunter. I'm surprised no one here has used him before we're able to ban 2 hunters. I think before. Oh yes, it's a lizard! I get to test my theory. I'm so excited. I'm actually excited to play the game. Damn, I'm excited to test things. There's so many things to test with Knight. So, in the past, I said that with Lizard, maybe I didn't say this, but I thought in my head that once he has a smash ability, that will help us. That I have to predict the jump. And if I don't predict the jump, then after that, he can just smash me because he's already up in the air. Right? He won't be able to, he's not going to basic it anymore, he's just going to smash me. And there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about that. What I didn't realize is that the smash is an ability. What the hell? And he's warping? That's kind of odd. He left the prisoner? He got on the tram. Oh, I see. Okay, well, he's dead now. Hopefully he got run over by tram. Nope, he didn't. Imagine he, like, warped in front of the tram. We have a mechanic? Oh, whew, thank God we don't have a mechanic. You scared me there. Anyway. We're up against Lizard, which means I'm going to be able to test... we should be able to block his smash ability. What I don't know is what happens when you block his smash ability. Does he just teleport on the ground? Does he, like, gradually fall down with an animation? I don't know. But either way, I'm going to predict attack second, I think. So that way he won't be able to attack me after I block his jump. But I'm only going to do that right now because I'm not sure what's going to happen when we block his smash. I'm not sure. We're going to see. I wonder if he can be, like, too high up in the air. Don't worry, guys. We're winning. Just trust we're still winning. Okay, so that guy got really unlucky right there. It just so happened that at the same time he pressed the rescue button, the lizard attacked. You literally physically couldn't even see him rescue. That is what I hate about Terror Shock rescues. But Prisoner saved him. Oh. Prisoner could have used a shock and saved him from balloons. Let's see. Yeah, that works. That's so cool. It just makes him fall back on the ground. So we saved that guy's life. Value. By the way, why did I predict that he does nothing there? No reason. It doesn't do anything. I just want extra points. It gives you extra points. You get plus 150 if you correctly guess. So what that means is that when the game ends, and if I have more deduction than my teammates, I get more rank points. So that's why I still guess. Even though it doesn't matter, because after we block his ability, he's not going to be able to hit him because the prisoner's going to reach the pallet. He can't use his ability, so I'm not going to guess ability again. What's the point? He anyway can't use them. And if I predict nothing, then it gives me a buff, but it doesn't give the prisoner anything. But either way, I still predicted something, so I get the points. Then when the game ends, we get deduction. Whoever gets the highest deduction gets the most rank points. Fun fact if you didn't know about that. That's why I got +4 last game. Because if you have the most rank points... Come on, jump. You know you want it. You know you want to jump. He only jumped one time. He only jumped one time. So after he jumped one time, he just decided to fall. He didn't jump again. Wait, or maybe jumping again does not count as using a second ability. There's no way. There's no way. Jumping again should count as a second ability. I heard him fall. I mean, this time I heard him fall, but I guess that doesn't really necessarily mean that jumping again counts as an ability, because he fell this time. Yeah, but I mean, if he fell, then that means the prisoner's not right next to him. That means the prisoner lives, because he just didn't use his jump. Which is good, which is good. So Knight is a great support character too. There's so many reasons why Knight is so good. Oh my goodness. I can't believe the devs are actually letting this go through. I guess they want to see another rescue character be good, other than Mercenary. Because by now, this guy would be nerfed by like 7 times, if this was an average survivor. So I'm surprised. I'm surprised that he managed to reach an EU server without getting nerfed. I'm surprised. Okay, I don't know if we'll be able to live here. He's literally out in the open. The server's not primed. Hey, puppets here. Maybe he'll pick up the wrong person. He picked up the wrong person, but we still don't have enough decode. Oh, that's so sad. I'm not gonna pop you because he might swing at the forward. Okay, we're gonna pop now. If I popped right there, and then he could have, like, swung at the forward with balloons, and we don't want that. I have a heartbeat. But, Hunter's not coming after us. Oh, they're there now. He did swing at the puppet. He is gonna die now, though. Next hit, he does die to a basic hit. He does survive a smash, though. With the ability, which is pretty cool. He might go after me, honestly. No peace now. He got hit by a basic. If he got hit by the smash, then he would have lived. But... oh well. That's sad. Almost was a win right there. Really close. He's gonna actually get pretty close. All right. Another tie. We lost to Dr. Dino. What an appropriate name. Alright. But yeah. I'm pretty sure smashing and jumping should count as an ability. It should cancel it if we predict ability, which is insanely good. I guess that means that he can't do anything. I guess that means that if he chooses to do anything, then he'll just fall back on the ground. So the best thing for him to do is to just manually let himself fall on the ground. Which sometimes is not the best thing to do. Sometimes as a lizard, you're kind of like jumping into a wall. So you're trying to change your trajectory, and then you can't because Knight blocks your ability. But it does seem like it makes you fall down immediately, which I guess you could use to your advantage, maybe. Hey, it's the Knight. Alright. Yeah, like I said, I can't believe this guy has not been nerfed. He has so many good things about him. His abilities work well on kites for him. His abilities work well protecting other people. So after you rescue someone, they are invincible. It is essentially better than Tide Turner in a lot of situations. His abilities help other people kite after they get rescued, or literally as they're kiting randomly as they're passing by. You could just put a debuff on them, and now the hunter cannot chase after them. Like if the prisoner has a lot of distance and it's a lizard, the only thing the lizard can do is jump after them, which is just an automatic ability block. Sarah was not playing Knight. I think Sarah was playing Knight last time I played with her. Instead, she's playing Fair Lady. Not a very good survivor, but I guess if we don't ban Shadow, she's good. And if the Hunter goes Shadow, that is. Does Psyche know about the IDV lore, or does he go to competitive mindset? I do know a lot about Identity 5 lore. Dancer, Acrobat, Joker, Weeping Clown. I guess Weeping Clown and Joker are the same person. They're all connected because of Moonlit River Park, which was burned down by Acrobat because of how he hates what it has become, like Joker murdering Dancer's boyfriend, all that stuff. And there's a lot of lore, a lot of little lore like that. Apparently Wildling, I don't remember who it was. I think Forward, according to the game lore, is dead. According to the game lore, Forward is dead. Mercenary killed him. I'm pretty sure he meant to kill Wildling, but instead he killed Forward, so he's an assassin, an undercover assassin, and he killed the wrong person. So any Forward plus Mercenary game is impossible, physically impossible. I could probably tell you the names of these characters if I think long enough. Yeah, as long as they're not new characters. I have no idea what Knight's name is. I haven't really looked at the book. But there was a time where I used to spend a lot of time just reading the book. Back when matches used to take 10, 20 minutes for a game back in the high tier. I would just sit down and I would read the book. I would reread the abilities, reread it multiple times just to see if I ever miss anything. Even if I read them 10 times, I'll read them again. So yeah. Sometimes I read the deductions. You know, a lot of the lore is available on the Identify website. You can actually just look at Identify website, click on any hunter. It'll tell you their abilities, but you can also read a backstory about their lore, which is nowhere in the game. You can't find it anywhere in the game, so like, if I was confused about Ripper, I read Ripper. It didn't really clear that much up, if I'm being honest, but, you know. Ripper, I think, is meant to be confusing. I don't really know what they're doing with Ripper, but Ripper exists. Ripper exists. And what's cool about Ripper is that I think he's based off the real-life Ripper. Bait prediction? Bait prediction? I meant blink prediction. Is she trying to be friendly? Cool. I wonder if she can make it to me. If she uses her mirror here, then this would kind of be a mistake. But she did it too late. We're gonna go over here. Once Blood Queen doesn't have her mirror, you just want to use any palette, any good palette. Normally, this palette would make you cornered against other hunters, but Blood Queen has nothing to keep you cornered in there with, besides with her body. Ayo. But anyway, as I was saying, she'll keep you cornered in there waiting for her next mirror, but she cannot hit you over the palette. She just has to wait for her next mirror. So literally any palette like this, like normally that area is not. It's a good area. It's a good area to live, but after the hunter breaks the palette. You're kind of stuck there. Like, it's really too far away from anything else to do anything with. Unless Hunter has slow palette breaking, in which case things are very different then. You kind of have to, like, be ready around the corner of the wall, expecting them to break it, and then as soon as they break it, you're ready to transition. If you're even a little bit late, then you won't make it to, like, the next area, which is down the alley over there. I guess we're doing a new cipher now. I really hope no one is stealing my progress, right, Pharaoh Lady? Right? There is absolutely no reason for anyone to steal my progress. They should just walk over there and do it. So, Sarah just marked her cipher. She's just marking her cipher so that we know that we should do it. There's also my cipher here at Greenhouse. Puppeteer's Rescue. Interesting. Okay. Okay. You know what's odd about it is that we have a mechanic and we still haven't popped our first cipher. Even though this Blood Queen was not chasing her at the start of the game. Chased me and then left me. And then chased Pharaoh Lady. Took a while on Pharaoh Lady. And Mechanic, where's Mechanic ciphers? I absolutely hate mechanics. Some of these mechanics, man, they don't know what they're doing. They'll just be walking around with the robot, running into people's ciphers, and it's so infuriating. They spend more time running around with that robot, more energy running around than they actually spend decoding. And with how fast their energy runs out, mechanic is just not worth it. Don't even get me started on when she's the last survivor decoding. Like when you have like someone supporting, you have someone kiting, and then you have someone needing to go rescue. And then who is left to do the cipher mechanic? It is the worst thing in the game. I can't do the cipher. Someone has to do it for me. There's literally a cipher here almost done, and I cannot do it. I have to go rescue. Because of how far it is. Ooh, if I knew she would have dropped, then I would have invested some time decoding. Oh, God. Yeah, so I hope he knows that the cipher is there. I mean, it's literally marked. 89%. I can't use my ability because we're out of range. So I just have to be passive here. We need to stall as long as possible as well. Every little bit is going to count. Let's go now. Again, we're waiting as long as possible because I can't get double hit anyway. She also lives here, so either way we're good. I guess she could use the mirror. If she goes after me... Oh, she thinks I predicted ability. Hilarious. Sorry, not ability. She thinks I predicted attack. I predicted ability because I'm trying to protect the Pharaoh Lady. I don't really care about me. But I should have ran to the pallet. That was a mistake to run up the stairs. Because I was protected there. You know, I kept running up the stairs instead. So she actually could have killed me. I should have just prevented that entirely and just been at the pallet already. Alright. Got the door open. Nice. Pretty good. Good game. Good start. Good kite by me. Yeah, boy. But also good kite from the Pharaoh Lady. And Blood Queen can get scary. Blood Queen can definitely be a scary hunter to go against with Knight. Just because if she mirrors outside the range, you cannot use your ability. You have to get in range for you to use your ability. You have to be within 13 meters of the main body, to be specific. Another good window. It's like, what do you rank Knight? S tier. S tier, 100% S tier. If I wasn't sure, I would tell you A tier, but I'm at a point where I can confidently tell you it's S tier, and that he might sometimes be better than Mercenary. Sometimes Mercenary is better, like if it's something like Shadow or Blood Queen. But if it's not like one of those characters, Knight does so many things that Mercenary does as well. Like every time the hunter uses their ability, Mercenary elbow pads away. That's essentially the same thing with Knight. After they use their ability to catch up to you, you block their attack, and there's nothing they can do if they have one attack. If they have one ability on. Something like Bonbon or Nightwatch can get more complicated. But I still think he's really good. And his ability to let a person guarantee rebound at no cost to him. He has better decode than Mercenary. His abilities are slightly worse, but they're way better at supporting. So there's a huge advantage to be had there. It's just better at supporting, which makes Mercenary genuinely worse sometimes. Because what is Mercenary good for? Mercenary is good at saving his own skin. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if I want to get a dungeon escape, Mercenary, exit gate escape, Mercenary's your guy. But he's good at saving his own skin. He's not really good for much else. He's really good at being the heart of the team when it comes to chair rescue, so that he's such a hard-to-kill survivor. There's almost always going to be someone ready to rescue if Mercenary is alive. Now, you don't want to be doing half-health rescues, but if you absolutely have to, Mercenary is literally the heart of the team. Heart that just keeps on pumping and giving, and he is what keeps the team alive. When it comes to chair rescues, but when it comes to rebounds, Mercenary doesn't provide that very well. He keeps the game going, keeps the chairs going, and the pressure on the hunter to keep camping and forcing after their target, but he doesn't have that rebound potential. You rescue the target, you take a hit, and then the person will almost always take another hit after that because you don't really provide any ability. You don't provide any ability off of chair for them to live with. Your elbow pads also don't really save them. Unless you like picking up another ability and then you're switching it out and it's like a mechanic on chair and you give the mechanic the elbow pads, which is a good strategy. But most survivors cannot pick up items. They cannot switch it out, I mean. Maybe when they use all their item, they can pick it up, like Antiquarian, but most times they're going to be holding at least a little bit of their ability and they won't be able to pick it up. So that's like more of a situation where you know for sure they used all their ability. I'm just worried that he randomly is going to throw a pickaxe on the cipher and hit me for free. Okay, I hear his pickaxe on the right. So no one is pinging, which I love, by the way. I love when you guys don't ping, by the way. Okay, not you guys, but... So even though this person's not pinging where they're kiting, I can hear where the pickaxe is in my headphones. So I can hear it's on the right of me. So if they're on the right of me, then the factory is in the way and other walls are in the way. So probably I should be safe here. If he goes around the corner of factory right there, then he could still hit me, but otherwise we should be relatively safe. Right now, I will purposely miss a copper just so I can see what's going on. It's not on me, but... Damn, she just took a free hit. Is that a patroller? It's a peeper. That's a peeper. I've never seen his peeper animation before. Alright, so he's always gonna chair here, unless there's basement. So he threw it at the chair. Oh, here's a nice little cool thing about Knight. Nice little cool thing about Knight. If you predict ability and he tries to remove his pickaxe, nothing happens. His pickaxe stays on the wall, which is hilarious. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna predict attack. Oh. Oh, actually, that was a really bad play. Oh, I could have gotten a tear shock there because I forgot the prediction disappears when you start rescuing. Whew. Not bad. That was a really bad play by me. I forgot about that. I was so confident I just forgot about that. Could have gotten a tear shock there. Because the prediction doesn't work once you start rescuing. You see, it's funny because the other peeper's telling him where I am. The peeper that you're destroying doesn't tell him where I am. But since there's a second peeper nearby, it's telling him where I am still, so he just threw the pickaxe. But little fun fact, it doesn't always matter, but sometimes it does matter. If you only dropped one peeper and the survivor starts destroying it, it stops showing where the survivor is while they're destroying it. Even though on their screen it says you've been discovered still, it does not actually show where they are anymore as a hunter player while they're destroying it, unless there's a second peeper showing where they are. Think of it like while you're destroying a peeper, that peeper is now no longer functional. Kind of like with a feaster tentacle, how you can't use it. If I'm not gonna rescue again because there's no point. This cipher's not anywhere close to being done. It's better to save our health. Save my ability, you know. You know, I'm actually. That is so unlucky. Oh wow. Really unfortunate what just happened there. Oh, he did the basic attack just to prevent me from getting a bonus there, which is smart. He actually can't see where I am right now, so this wall is helping us. The rock is not connected to the wall though, so it's safe for me to circle the rock. But not the wall. We can actually predict attack here. I think we should live. But we're still gonna take another hit here, yeah. I should have thought about that, I guess. The Cypher's Prime? Maybe these people, maybe I'm just blind. Maybe I'm just blind, but I feel like I haven't been seeing a lot of, like, Cypher progress pings. Oh, well, it's okay. You can still pop. If anything, that's kind of a good thing. I didn't know you were here. Oh my god, I didn't know he was there. Like, I'm telling you guys, these people, like, ping one time, and then it's so hard to track where they are after that, because they're not constantly pinging. I don't know, maybe I'm the crazy. Maybe he was pinging that whole time. But, my bad if he was pinging the whole time. But, yeah. Wasted the ability. If that server was pinged sooner, I feel like if... Maybe they were pinging their progress and I just didn't see, but that's why I like it when people ping their progress. So then I can actually be like, okay, the server is going to be primed around this time. I'm going to start planning a route towards dungeon. But when it randomly happens like that, I'm like, the only thing I'm left with is like, okay, well, I'm just going to go to a safe kiting where I can for sure live for our teams to get the exit gates. And next thing you know, they're at that gate too. Let's see what happens. Teleport. He's almost for sure gonna go for me. No, why did you leave? Hide my tracks. Hopefully he thinks I went for the chair. I'm not here. I went for the chair. See? He's delusional. I went for the chair. I'm not here. I went for the chair. The power of hiding. Do not underestimate it. Anyway. Yeah. Maybe they ping, maybe they didn't. Maybe someone in chat can tell me who was focusing on the game. Because I'm focusing really hard on the Knight ability, so that could have also been on me. But, yeah. That's why I like it when people ping their percent, because I can already plan ahead of time. Okay, I know how long it's going to take to prime. It's going to take this amount of time if it's this survivor. With accelerated decode, it'll be this much faster. It's like, is there any way to counter Go-Man or characters that counter? I know Zeus doesn't think so. See, what's tough about Go-Man is that every single hunter in the game, their best strategy is just run away from the hunter. If you want a hunter if you want a survivor that Go-Man will struggle against, pick Perfumer. Pick Perfumer. Perfumer is a great survivor against Go-Man. Why would Zeus say that there's no character? It's a counter. If he hits the Perfumer, the walls go down and she takes the health away. But here's the thing, the perfume lasts 5 seconds and your walls only last 10 seconds. So if you can find a way to stall for 5 seconds before that, his wall will go down and he'll have nothing to do but to make another wall. Now the disadvantage is that he has multiple walls, so he could just wait on the first perfume and then make a second wall. So then you would need Seer, and you would need potentially like a cheerleader would be also really good to refresh your perfume immediately as well. There are combinations. Perfumer by itself, I don't think will save you. But she's great at stalling. She'll be great at stalling that very beginning. She'll get cages out. The first cage will be useless when you use that first perfume. Then he'll use the second one. At that point, he'll be drained a lot. So really up to them wherever they want to spawn. Now, in my opinion, I think it's almost always better to spawn Fort Stop if you are the kiter. Like, if it's a battle between you and your rescuer, do you want to spawn fourth or first stop? I recommend Fort Stop because it's much harder for hunters to circle Fort Stop than it is first stop. The kiting areas around it are also much weaker. And with Warp being in the meta, the roller coaster is not that good anymore. So there's a lot of problems with first stop. It's not as safe as it once was. And as well with the devs nerfing movement and making it so you can drop down the Fort Stop, it actually means it's easier for survivors to kite there and loop around it, so they just stall. And they just waste so much of the hunter's time going in a circle around that. The hunter can't do anything but follow. And that's why a lot of hunters are feeling like tempted to play Geisha or Lizard or Wu Chang so that they can cut him off, but Wu Chang is not very good. In Lizard, you can react to his jump, so Geisha's really your best bet. 7%. I understand why people went to the manor when I saw how Orpheus looks like. What do you mean? Opera singer? I will say Zeus is right about one thing. There are very few survivors who will do good against Go-Man. Why? Because most of the meta survivors are all about running away and transitioning, and Go-Man traps you in. Not only that, but, you know, I could tell you, oh yeah, Kite. But what if he has faster power breaking? You know, and his hitbox is really good also. I don't think we're going to rescue that. Do we want to rescue that? I have a feeling we're going to get cut off. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Problem is, if I keep doing the cipher, then he's going to freely chase after Bridge. So right about now, I'm going to stop doing the cipher so he gets scared and he stays by the chair, hopefully. Oh, never mind. It's Mal just doing it. Toy Merchant's doing it for me. Okay. Oh, it's Puppeteer. I mean, I wasn't going to rescue either way. I don't think he has to rescue if he doesn't want to. Because, like, look at the damage he's going to take now. Yeah, I don't know, is that worth it? I mean, he hit the chairs, so he got lucky there, but if he got hit... I guess if he got hit, no difference would be made, actually. He would have hit the puppet. Oh, or maybe he didn't hit the chair. Maybe he did hit the puppet, but I just didn't notice. Because no damage can be taken. I wasn't expecting Psyche to read that comment either. Okay. Yeah, now Puppeteer doesn't have really the help to do a redone. I don't know, man. If I go after the rescue, you know, something tells me we are not going to consistently make it. You know, there is actually Knight synergy. There is synergy with Knight and Puppeteer. Since Knight is a rescuer who doesn't run Tide Turner, it means that Puppeteer can actually use his ability. But with a rescuer like Mercenary who always runs Tide Turner, you won't be able to use your ability with Tide Turner. She has abnormal, yeah. I think we lost, homeboy. Oh. We might be screwed, guys. I did it too late. Well, she has to use her ability. Oh. It's okay. We're playing Knight. You know, now that I think about it, I actually didn't even need my ability. Because think about it, I just made that after failing my ability, so I could have saved it. Mistake on my end, honestly? I think so. I think so. I think that is a mistake on my end. She did attack, but I have to stay here anyway. She has to break that, though. I know that for a fact. Can I make this, though? With 1,000 presents? Oh! Oh, we might. Oh, my goodness. We actually almost didn't. We are rebounding this game like crazy. Nice try. Her shadow's disappearing. Nice. Perfect. I should have predicted attack again. Because that way, even if she does a second jump, then I can still drop the paladin time. I don't know if we'll pop the cipher. It's 90%. I don't think we will. Oh, we do, but he's gonna have to use his ability. Oh, I wish Toy Merchant spent just a little bit more time doing the cipher machine and not flying in the air for no reason. Yeah, look at that. Now she's taking a free hit. She should have focused a little bit more on doing that cipher before going to rescue. And she got terror shocked. Nice. She got terror shock off the slide. So much for that. It's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. You make one mistake, and like if I didn't make that one mistake, maybe we could have prevented this, but I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like it's not too much to ask for to focus on the cipher before rescuing. It's just the game sense choice at that point. Her cipher was 70, right? 70, 80, 60. Why? Why are you doing that? Run away. Where? Why? Okay. We still have this pallet over here. Bait her to go the other direction. I don't want to fall too early because then she just cuts me off at the pallet. See? See? Well, she's going to cut me off with the shadow now, though. That's the problem. Maybe it'll disappear. No, it's not. Damn. Kind of rough. That's tough. So much for that. So, do you have any IDV hear me out? So what does it hear me out? Like, as in, like, hear me out? No, I don't have any. I don't have any controversial takes about the lore. Do I actually? I mean, I think I've said before that I feel that the game with the dolls, with everyone being a doll, is supposed to be a representation of the once real person. And if you were to play this game, you have to think about going into this game as a real life person. Alright, going into this game, this is essentially Squid Game's version of that NetEase has made. Like, basically, NetEase has made a Squid Games game over here, where survivors are promised a really big reward, but they don't know what they have to do to get it. So then they participate in this game, they go to this lobby, they meet the people, we're in it right now, they meet the people, they're total strangers to each other, they don't know who they are, they may as well be on their own. And then they go into the game and they realize what they're going up against. It's literally someone just killing them. And it is their job to escape and they have to work together in this mass serial killer game. And if you die, then obviously you don't get to play the game. If you live and escape, you get the reward, and you're never going to come back to this game because you realize what it was about. Plus, you got the reward, so why would you come back? And so, I don't know. I guess Mike hear me out on this game, which is, it's that I believe that the dolls that we're playing are supposed to be a representation of the once real game. Now, it could also be that NetEase had to do censorship stuff, and they couldn't do real-life people, so they decided to put dolls, and the dolls are the actual people. We're just in a world where everyone is a doll, and there is no real-life person to make a representation of. Could just be that, too. But I've seen some art. I've seen the devs make art of the survivors with real eyeballs, and that's what made me think about that maybe these were once real people. Like, Thief has eyeballs, Gardner has eyeballs, and it looks really weird. The way they draw it looks really weird. It looks like something out of Coraline, just without the just like Coraline, actually. Like the weird models with the weird eyes sticking out, the really weird circly eyes, super wide. It just doesn't look right. Just doesn't sit right with me. It actually looks better when they have button eyes. Not in Coraline though. Coraline, it's the other way around. It looks worse when they have the button eyes. But yeah. It's just something to think about. It's not really like a hear me out, but I think it's cool. Beady eyes, whatever you call it. It's like he did not understand what Bree was saying. I don't think Bree was asking that. How do you find attractive at IDV? What? What kind of question is that? None of them! No! None of them, man. Sorry, but they all equally suck. Oh no, he's coming for me. It's Jover. He's got peepers. Say goodbye to your abilities. I know but guys, that's the thing. He's gonna cancel them. I'm not even gonna use my my ability because he can make it to a pallet here. Kind of. He had to dodge a smash first. I mean, we saved my ability, and he anyway lives. So that was a good use of saving my shield. This peeper should run out. No, it's still got like 20 more seconds of life on it. I have to destroy it. I think it would be faster to destroy it at this point, right? Or would it be faster to let it die? Because if we let it die, then we reduce our deco for 30%, but we're still gaining deco. Right? And if the peeper I just destroyed right now, it would have only lasted for another like 15, 10-ish seconds. So maybe that wasn't worth it. Usually I let the peeper die if it's like 10 to 15 seconds. But in that situation, I don't know for sure how long it had left to live. I'm guessing it was more like 20, 25. So at that point, it's just better to kill the peeper, I think. Surely you like them, right? I say the opposite. I don't say any survivor is attractive, but I do say that Barman is ugly. I have very strong opinions about how ugly Barman is. I hate the way she looks. I'm sorry, I hate her hair. Her hair is so bad. Absolutely hate her hair. Unpopular opinion, apparently. Everyone likes Barmaid. Alright, what do we have left to do? We can do, Factory and I guess lose after that, right? Don't see dungeon. Something is over. Bye-bye! Have fun with your barmaid fantasies. Alright, we got 6%. Oh! Someone wasn't pinging they were getting chased. Or was she? Was it just when I looked up at the screen? Uh-oh. Joke's on you! I have shield! So stupid. Such a stupid busted ability. Why? Why? Oh, now I'm getting Rotten Tomato on. Oh, okay. Okay, I see how it is. You guys just have flawed taste. Nah. Nah, have any girl stick out their mouths. You guys will be like drooling all over it. No. Not me. Barman is ugly. So who is attractive? No one. I don't think any of them are attractive, but I do think Barman is ugly. Can you think something is ugly if nothing is attractive to you? Good question. Philosophical ideas in psyche. Well, he's dead. I rescued him after half. Salty B, we don't answer those types of questions here, man. We don't ask those questions here. I see what you're doing here. I don't like where this is going though. You gotta stop. We're gonna mute you. 57%. I don't know what Salty D's talking about. He needs to stop. She needs to stop. Hello, how are you? Welcome, Cookie. Welcome to the stream. Just ignore the chat. They're being a little bit silly today. Don't read them. The baby girl in question is just mercenary. Watch. It's just mercenary catfishing, you guys. Stop falling for Barmy. It's just mercenary under a face mask. He's an assassin. He's trying to lure you, and you guys are taking the bait big time. Why did he drop a peeper? I guess he doesn't have trump card. Guys, I actually get movement speed buff if I'm walking up the stairs because I'm facing the rocket chair. Uh-oh. I can't wait to die by lizard. Oh, this is fun. Fun. I do like a good game of fun. Oh, I'm dead. I didn't predict again. Fun memento. Who is catfishing? Mercenaries catfishing. If I predicted shield, I still would die though, because I've been chip hit. You love spreading misinformation online. What if I told you Demi was Nope. She's still ugly. What the hell? Okay, we can get one more game in. He has not spent as much time as me oogling at Barmaid's showroom animations. I don't think I want to know how long you spent. Keep that to yourself. Alright guys, we have a solid 5 losses. Not too bad if I do say so myself. Just one more game. Add a 6 loss maybe, you know? You know why you die? Yeah, that's right, because of Demi comment. I don't think that's why I died. I think there's other reasons we died that match, but you know what? You know what? Maybe you were right. Maybe it took away my focus to prove you guys just how wrong you are. To make a point about how Mercenary is catfishing you. It was worth it though. It was worth it. So you're making it to Griffin with this? Can you actually lose that many games? To the point where... I guess you could, because the most you can lose is -7. Oh god. Look what you guys did! Look who you guys summoned now! Can't believe you guys have done this. I'm gonna have to do a 5 set for Kite now, in spite of Barmaid being here. 5 set for Kite time. If you disconnect almost every match and you lose, -15 is easier. Stop, you're actually making it possible to lose all the way to Griffin. Yeah, and you'll get yourself a ban from playing rank. I think it like prevents you from playing the game if you quit too many times. It might work 1 or 2 times, but I don't want to test how many times. I think once you hit -70, once you're at like 70 out of 100 morality points, I think that's when it prevents rank matches. I don't know though. I heard something about it. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna die. I have never kited Night Watch before as Night, so yeah. I think I'm in trouble. Can you swing? God damn it! I hate that mechanic of Night Watch. Oh my god, he has another one. We might be in trouble, boys. Yeah, that first hit it really cost us. I hate that. I hate that kind of situation with Night Watch. It's so annoying. No! No! Live, 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 live! Yes! Wait, I'm not gonna make it! That is so annoying. I should have... Did we have another pallet that wasn't dropped? Because I can't vault the pallet because that counts as a terror shock and I would die. Oh, that was such a bad kite. I've never played against Nightwatch before. That always happens where I'm like trying to catch up to an area and I barely don't make it. Because he just walks right through. It's just so annoying. I wonder if I should just walk away from the pallet because every single Nightwatch just does it. They just walk right through and they swing. I'm almost thinking like maybe I should just do that at this point. Oh no. Time to get sucked. She put boxes, but I'm not there. Let's see what he does. No, I would have died there no matter what, but I should have prevented ability. That was such a huge mistake by me. I didn't think about that. Why are you saying you're on your own? You put a box in the open. You put that box away from me. Yeah, time to get sucked. Ah, that sucked. That sucked. I should have blocked ability, not what's it called? It sucks. I don't think we have enough ciphers now. I didn't even get blink out. What do you guys think we should do? I think we're screwed. She hit the barmaid, so maybe. Oh no, but he's full presence now. I did it too late. He used an ability anyway! They're both dropped. Don't swing! He didn't swing. He'll walk through and swing. Told you. I think we can make it. Oh no, we don't. He messed up! Bloody block! Wait, we actually can make it. Don't run away! Thank you for not running away. How are we actually alive still? Problem is now I don't know how I'm going to live. Yes, keep using your abilities. Yeah, because look at all these people here now. There's so many survivors here with me. I have to vault this early before he sucks. Never mind, he did it too early. Nice, nice, nice. Finally, we're playing good. Kind of. It's okay, we have this pallet. It's going around. I think we should make it. Okay. Oh my god, bro. It's okay. It's okay. The reason that's still okay is because now he has to still get over. Well, it's not a lot of animation time, so it's actually not that good. Oh, we might not make it. We might not make it, boys. Oh, I think he went. No, we might not make it. Oh. That was so bad. Yeah, I got carried by... Well, it's not because she played barmaid. It's just any survivor. Oh, that was such a bad kite. Oh, how am I still alive? Oh, that was so bad. I guess I learned from my mistake on the second helmet of predicting nothing, and instead I predicted an ability on the first try, so that was a much smarter play. But, still. No problem. Let's see. Oh, that was really embarrassing. That was embarrassing, Kite. But, it's all about that first hit, honestly. As long as you don't get hit at the beginning, you should be good. But it really sucks. It really sucks I got hit there barely. Barely miscalculated. It's always I always overestimate a little bit, and then because Nightwatch gets that 27% movement speed for like that like goes down over time, I always mess it up a little bit. But, yeah. All right. Well, I guess it worked out in the end. He thinks she's ugly. Okay, guys. Thank you so much for watching today's stream. That was an embarrassing last game, but somehow we won that. Of all games we won, that's the game I won for my hard work. Hey, man. That's the thing. If you have good teammates, they really have your back. And I don't have to focus on playing perfect all the time. I played really bad. If even just one thing was a little bit different there, that would have changed the whole Kite. But I guess I did. I guess the whole rebound thing worked out in the end, though. Third Kite really rebounded at the end, taking advantage of well, he did mess up a wind one time when I went around the pallet, so I should have died there as well. We're not gonna talk about that. I'm just gonna remember. We're gonna learn from it, and yeah. Anyway, guys, I will see you guys later. It's been a fun stream. I think that's our 4th win. Did I mark that as a win? I don't know if I marked that as a win. 1, 2, 3, 4 wins. Okay, we got best seduction a lot of these games as well, which is pretty cool. Oh well, survivors nowadays seem to be getting best seduction a lot though. Well, not that game, or that game, or that game. Never mind. All right, guys. But thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. We'll be back with more night gameplay in the future. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Psyche, and peace out, everybody. Take care.